we have a sort of a special announcement before we adjourn, and Carlos, I introduced you in your absence. We're glad that you're here, but will you stand? Carlos Fisher is here. He and his family are part of this this announcement that I want to make. We've been discussing this internally for a number of weeks and working with the development office, and Provost Moorhead has approved us naming the Public Service and Outreach Leadership Academy for Vivian Fisher, who was an Associate Vice President for a number of years and a longtime public service employee. Many of us in the room knew Vivian, knew her well and admired and respected her, and were very close to her. I just want to mention a few things about Vivian for those of you who didn't know her. She began her career at UGA with Cooperative Extension in 1979. She later became a public service faculty member in the Carl Vinson Institute of Government. In 1999, she was promoted to Assistant Vice President for Public Service and Outreach, and then she served as Associate Vice President for Public Service and Outreach from March 2001 until her retirement in January 2008. And while serving as the Associate Vice President, Vivian initiated a task force in 2003 to look at succession planning in public service and outreach. And she led extensive research and benchmarking, and she convened a Leadership Academy Advisory Committee of 13 public service faculty members that met over an extended period of time. They looked at different leadership models, developed a curriculum, and finalized plans for what we know today as the Public Service and Outreach Leadership Academy. So she was instrumental in moving that forward, in implementing it, and implementing the first Leadership Academy class in 2007. I was among that initial group of 22 faculty and staff, as well as a number of other people in the room, and it was a tremendous experience for all of us. Vivian was extraordinarily dedicated to the University of Georgia and to public service and outreach, and she served as a mentor and friend to many, many of us. And Carlos, I don't have to tell you what an extraordinary woman your mother was, what an impact she had on so many people's careers in public service and at the University of Georgia. And we hope that naming the Leadership Academy for your mother will help preserve her memory and her legacy and serve as an inspiration for others. So we're so happy about this announcement, and please join me in thanking Carlos for being here today.